If you enjoy this video, then please leave a like and a comment, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. And while you're here, why not check out all our other content? Thank you, and enjoy the video.
Today's review is on Studio Series 86, Scrapper and Bonecrusher. Now, the Studio Series Constructicons have become quite the controversial topic. We've had a lot of different complaints from a lot of different people. They're slight updates of the Combiner Wars figures. Scrapper isn't worth Voyager price. They have no excuse to not have waist rotations. Now, I can understand why people don't like these figures. You were expecting something new, and to just get the same thing with slight alterations can be disappointing. But I personally don't have a problem with it. I never handled the Combiner Wars figures, or any Constructicons that combine, so I just see this as a way to finally have a Devastator in my collection. And as for Scrapper not being worth Voyager price, yeah, it's a bit annoying to have to pay more for what is basically a deluxe, but we should be used to it at this point. They've been doing it for years with no signs of stopping. Plus, according to that toy guy, large ratchet joints are expensive, so yeah. And finally, about them not having waists, I don't really care. I usually don't use the waist on figures that have them anyway, and if it's to make the combine mode more solid, then that's completely fine with me. I would rather have solid figures with less joints than a floppy mess with a bunch of joints. Like, I still think Kingdom Trax and Siege Nightbird are a million times worse than these two. At least these figures can actually stand up, which should be the bare minimum. Anyway, I guess we should start talking about the figures in this figure review. But before we do that, let's take a look at the boxes. So again, we have the new style of Studio Series packaging. Got some nice artwork on the front. Transformers Studio Series, Transformers the movie, the name of the figure. A picture of Devastator on the side. And then pictures of the figure, a picture from the movie. Bonecrusher battles the Autobots in Autobot City on Earth. Okay. And then nothing on the side, nothing on the top, so yeah, good box. And as for Scrapper, there's not much else to say. Got some new artwork, Devastator, pictures of the figure, the same picture from the movie. Scrapper is the engineer and designer of the Constructicons. He combines with other Constructicons to form Devastator. Yep, that's what he does. And then nothing on the side, nothing on the top. Yeah, good box. Now let's start with Bonecrusher. This was the figure I was least excited to get. Bonecrusher has always been my least favorite Constructicon. He has such a try-hard name for a character who looks like he could be taken out with one good kick to the knees. And the pictures of this figure did not give me any hope. He looked so weird, with his massive chest and baby limbs. But I am surprised to say that this figure actually looks decent, as long as you get him into a pose. Yeah, this has the same problem as Legacy Laser Prime. They look really bad standing straight, but they look great once you pose them. The paint is pretty much non-existent. He's got a bit on the chest, hands, the sides of the legs, and the face, but that's pretty much it. Speaking of, the head is definitely Bonecrusher's head. Now, I hate it, but that's more of a problem with the design than the figure itself. Bonecrusher has always had a stupid looking head. Before we move on, here's some size comparisons. Here he is next to a standard deluxe, a standard Voyager, a standard leader, and Blocky's Bonecrusher. As for accessories, you get a gun, this slides into the hand, and it can be stored on the back. As for articulation, head goes up, down, left, and right. Shoulders go all the way around and out. Elbow rotation, elbow bend, nothing at the wrist. He technically does have a waist, but the chest plate doesn't move with it, so it doesn't count as far as I'm concerned. Leg goes up, down, and out. Thigh rotation, knee bend, and an ankle pivot. Posability is pretty alright, and the transformation is fast and effective. Okay, so the legs are pretty simple. You just straighten them out and then close the feet. And then we're done with the legs for now. We're going to take the chest and just fold it down. Take the head, fold it down. And then the whole thing will come back like that. What we're going to do is we're going to rotate the elbows all the way around, and then they will flip up like so. Do the same on the other side. And then they should just come in like so. Just make sure they're the right way around, and then bring them in, connect them together, and then they should just clip into place. Yep. Now the shovel, what you're going to do is you're going to bring it down on the first joint, bring it back up on the second joint, and then bring the bucket down so it's like that. This canopy is just going to come up, and then the legs are going to connect in two places. They're going to connect into the waist and into this black piece. Just, yep, they will click into place. Straighten everything out, and you have a crusher of bones in vehicle mode. And in the end, you get a good-looking vehicle mode that doesn't roll since it doesn't have any wheels, but it can slide pretty well, and the bucket can articulate. And just to let you know, I won't be showing off the combine modes for any of these figures until I get all of them. So that's Bonecrusher. I was expecting to hate this thing, but it's actually pretty decent. I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. Now as for Scrapper, the design is a lot better. There's a lot more going on, he has a lot more paint, the legs are a bit weird looking, his lower legs are really short, and his thighs are really long. It looks a bit strange, but I'm not too bothered by it. The head is really nice. Nothing beats a faceplate and visor. Also gives me some Soundwave vibes. Maybe they go to the same place to buy faceplates. Now as for size comparisons, Deluxe, Voyager, Leader, Bonecrusher, and Blocky's Scrapper. As for accessories, you get a gun for Scrapper and a gun for Devastator that can split into two halves. These can be held in the hand, although they aren't the tightest fit, and there's no storage. As for articulation, head goes up, down, left, and right. Shoulders go all the way around and out. Butterfly joint, bicep rotation, elbow bend, nothing at the wrist, nothing at the waist. He has a sideways crunch, so I guess you could use that for something. Leg goes up, down, and out. Thigh rotation, knee bend, foot goes up and down, and an ankle pivot. Poe's ability is still pretty nice, even without a waist. The transformation is pretty simple, but still very smooth and fun. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is open the chest, fold the head in, close it again. Now the legs are going to come up and the feet are going to go in at the same time. And then they'll just come up like that. Connect the legs together, I forgot to say that. And then the back of the legs will just come up and around. And then it will all connect together like so. And then we're just going to bring this down. Okay, with the arms, we're going to flip the hands in, and then the elbows bend backwards, and then they should just come in and connect into the chest. And we are done. We have a Scrapper vehicle mode. And in the end, you get a good-looking vehicle mode that rolls well, and the bucket can articulate. So that's Scrapper. And I'd say both of these figures are about the same in quality, so he'll get the same score of a 7 out of 10. That's it for me. Please be sure to leave a like and a comment, join my Discord server, donate to my Patreon if you want to, and subscribe to the Great Soundwave. I'll see you next time.